All right. Kia ora koutou, no mai haere mai. A very warm welcome, everybody, to our sixth edition of our Travel Trade Enrichment series. It's great to have you joining us this morning. I hope the spring weather is treating you well wherever you are in New Zealand. And welcome back to those that are joining us again, and a very warm welcome to those that are joining us for the first time. For those that I haven't met, my name's Wayne. I look after Brand USA for New Zealand. I'm based in Wellington, and I'm going to give you a quick run through of what you can expect during the next 30 to 40 minutes. And if you didn't catch the Kahoot quiz PIN number at the beginning, don't worry, I'll reveal that later on. We've got $150 worth of Visa gift cards to give away today. So first up, I'm just going to go through our essential trade tools with you again. Then we're going to do a quick review of the Canyons, Mesas Hoodoos Insider Guides, which is a self-drive itinerary. And then I'll introduce our very special guest today, coming to us live from Las Vegas. And then we'll do our Q&As. So if you've got any questions along the way this morning, please use the Q&A functionality at the bottom of your screen, and then we'll go through and answer your questions at this time. And then we'll give you details of our upcoming webinars. And then we'll kick off the Kahoot quiz. And as I mentioned before, we'll reveal the PIN number again before the Kahoot quiz starts. And the questions will be relating to Las Vegas when Zach gives his presentation. Alrighty, so just to kick off again, and I know I've mentioned these before in our previous webinars, but these are some great trade tools, and we've got quite a few new people joining us today, so I'll go over them quickly for you, because I know that you're all really keen to hear about Las Vegas. So this is our US COVID travel guidelines. It's a website that we've created. So for all the 50 states, the District of Columbia, and the 5 territories, if you want to know about what's required in terms of COVID, the processes, the policies, the guidelines, if you go to this site and you click on a particular state or city, for example, if you click on Nevada, it will direct you directly to that state's Department of Health website. And there you'll find all the information for that particular state or city around what's required for COVID. Also on the site, it has all the major hotel chains and all the airlines as well, and not just US-based airlines. It has all global airlines. So that outlines all the COVID requirements for those particular hotel chains and airlines as well. So there will be a recorded version of this webinar sent out to everybody, and also a copy of this presentation as well. So you'll be able to refer back to these particular website addresses, and you'll have that resource with you. All right, our Travel Trade website, this is a site that's been especially created for you. It has a great amount of information around destinations, links to videos and images which are free. There you'll find our insider guides and a whole stack of itineraries. And also what's really handy is that if you're looking for information about a particular state or city that's not represented in New Zealand, then you can go there and to that particular state or city's tourism board's website. It will take you directly to the Travel Trade site for that particular state or city, and there you'll be able to download brochures. There'll be information on there if you need a contact for that particular state or city, you've got a particular question. So as I mentioned, we'll be sharing this information post the webinar to you, so you'll be able to have a look at the website addresses. All right, our USA Discovery program, if you haven't joined up, I encourage you to do so. There's over 50 badges now. We've got 55 now, and we've just launched this week a very new badge. So we've got Los Angeles, California now have a badge, and of course we've got our Las Vegas, Nevada specialist badge. So when you complete the course, the module for that particular badge, that makes you a specialist in that particular state or city, and you'll be able to download the actual badge creative, and you can print it off, and you can or you can put the actual badge creative in an itinerary or in your email signature to tell your clients that you're a specialist in that particular city or state. So it's free to join, takes less than 5 minutes, and the website address is there. And so I encourage you to come on board. Our Go USA TV app, so this is a premier entertainment channel, has a great selection of short form videos and full length feature films as well. There's no subscriptions, no fees, you just download it via your app store. And if you just click on the search icon at the top right hand corner when you're in the app, if you type in, for example, Las Vegas, it will bring up some great content on Las Vegas. And one video to look out for is Ask a Local. So in this particular documentary series, we speak to and visit local Las Vegians about what it's like to live and explore and see Las Vegas from their point of view. So if you haven't already, I encourage you to download the Go USA TV app. Our USA Trip Planner, so this is a fantastic tool which is located on our travel trade site. What it does is it creates a customized day-by-day itinerary, and it will include in that itinerary all the must-sees and do's along the way when you enter your destinations. So it's a really handy tool. Makes you look like a star in front of your clients. It takes all the hard work out. You can enter as many destinations in the US as you like, and it's downloadable. You can put your own email signature on it or share it. It's a fantastic tool, and I encourage you to just go and have a try of it. And it's located, as I said, on our travel trade site. So that's our USA Trip Planner. All right, our New Zealand Travel Trade Facebook group. This is a closed private group specifically for the New Zealand travel trade. Here you'll find all the latest updates and announcements. There'll be the recorded versions of this webinar, and you'll be able to view our previous webinars as well. So we'd really like to keep it just to the travel trade. So if you could share it with your colleagues in your office, we would really appreciate it. To find it, if you just search in Facebook, Brand USA Travel Trade New Zealand, you'll go directly to the site there, and you just need to answer a few simple questions to become part of the group. Alrighty, so looking at our insider guide, canyons, mesas and hoodoos. For those that don't know, mesas and hoodoos are geological terms. So mesa is a flat-topped mountain or hill, and a hoodoo is a tall, thin spear of rock, which both of these are quite prominent in Bryce Canyon National Park in Utah. So this particular insider guide starts in Las Vegas and ends in Las Vegas. This itinerary is fully customizable. In the future, it will be a bookable product. And this is located on our travel trade site. The itineraries are all localized, so they're all in kilometers. And this particular itinerary, as I mentioned, features Las Vegas, and it also features Bryce Canyon National Park in Utah, goes through to Arizona, and then back through Utah and Arizona, and ends up in Las Vegas. And in this particular itinerary or insider's guide, this is located on our travel trade site, and there's also really awesome links to videos and images relating to this particular self-drive itinerary. So I encourage you to go and have a look on our travel trade site. As I mentioned, we'll be sharing you with the details of this particular presentation, so you'll have all the links and information there. So this really segues very nicely for me to introduce our very special guests today, coming to us live from Las Vegas, the city where whatever happens there only happens there in Las Vegas. So I'd like to now introduce to you Zach Smith, International Marketing Executive for Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. Over to you, Zach.
Wayne, thanks so much for having me here today. It is an absolute pleasure, and we are so happy to be here today and share a little bit of what is new and coming into the destination and what we have here in Las Vegas. Let me get the presentation up here. screen. Can you see that? Are we good to go?
Looks great, Zach.
All
Go for it.
right. Well, with Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, my name is Zachary Smith. I'm International Market Executive, and I've had the pleasure of going down to Australia and New Zealand. Don't tell the Australians, but New Zealand is my favorite. I spent a long time in Wahiki Island and had the pleasure of visiting some wineries down there. So looking forward to going back down and welcoming you guys back here in the destination as well. But today I am here to talk about what is new and what is in and coming to the destination. And we are back. We opened June 4th. And those of you who have been to Las Vegas are familiar with the MGM Grands of the world, you know, just a small hotel with 5,000 hotel rooms, Venetian Palazzo with 7,000 hotel rooms. But like that, not only do we want to keep the destination fresh and new for you, our travel advisors coming to the destination, but we want you to continuously have something to talk about to your customers, even if they are return guests. And with that, we, of course, have some new projects coming into Las Vegas. 4 you see here coming online in just the next short 3 years, 2 of which we'll go into some heavy detail on. But Circa, you can see on the top left there, this is going to be 777 rooms, opening actually next month in downtown Las Vegas near Fremont. We have Resorts World. You may be familiar with their project in Singapore. They're going to be located right across from Wynn and Encore, and they're set to open up in summer of 21, bringing just a small 3,400 rooms to the destination. And then we'll also be welcoming the Drew in 2022 with 3,780 rooms. And then the Majestic, which will be across from the Las Vegas Convention Center's expansion. And that's going to be 720 rooms. So if 149,800 rooms aren't enough, we're going to add 8,677 more to Las Vegas. But 2 I really want to talk about, Circa and Resorts World. And starting with Circa, right out of the gate, they are going to have 777 rooms, just like the slot machine, the Lucky 777, and they are going to be truly in the heart of Fremont. This hotel is in partnership with Golden Gate and D in downtown Fremont, if you're familiar with those, and you can see the canopy there. It's really going to be right on the Fremont Street experience, under the canopy and across from the plaza. And this rendering here that you're going to see next really gives you an idea of what this resort is going to look like. Opening up in October, just next month. Not only is this hotel going to be unique because it's going to be specifically focusing on gaming, entertainment, and sports, but on top of that, this is going to be the first adult-only property in all of Las Vegas, not just downtown, but to the destination. So really a unique property for us, but not only with that, they've continued to set the bar. This is going to be Stadium Swim, capitalizing on the sunny weather we have out here in Las Vegas. One of the key features of the hotel. It's going to be open 365 days a year with a 14 million pixel screen there. I'm a little sad the Golden Knights lost yesterday their opportunity to go to the Stanley Cup, but there's always next year, so you'll have to come and watch them play at Stadium Swim. But this is going to be a huge feature for them. And as I said, sports are going to be a major institution of this hotel. And then this hotel is really just going to kind of carry what you may be used to on Main Strip down to downtown Las Vegas. Very modernized, new, luxurious. But what's great about this is it's still going to be a cost-effective stay for your guests, aligning with those properties you see downtown, and really just provide an elevated experience when you go downtown. Here's a suite. And then as we transition into Resorts World, this hotel is a $4.3 billion project. As I mentioned earlier, directly across from Wynn and Encore. This is going to be an Asian-inspired property with a high focus on technology. And you can see that right out of the gate there with the large LED screens along the building and then kind of on that front shopping center there. That screen on the left side of the tower there is one of the largest LED screens in the world at over 200,000 square feet. So whether you have a group staying there, there's a major convention, they're able to broadcast to that. So not only if you're staying at the resort, but really if you're on Las Vegas Boulevard, and I've seen it from my house on the southwest side of the valley, it is a beautiful, beautiful screen. So lots of high touch points there at the hotel. This is probably one of the coolest aspects of Resorts World. They're going to have over 220,000 square feet pool complex with 8 unique pool experiences. And one of my favorite, they're going to have a 1,800 square foot infinity pool that overlooks Las Vegas Boulevard. And you can kind of see that here in this aerial image on the right. This is that pool complex here. And then there's going to be a pool, this one here, it'll have an infinity end, but Las Vegas Boulevard runs all the way down on the right here. So really giving you a one-of-a-kind experience and view. But yeah, they're set to open up June of next year, and it's just going to be, what's unique to this as well is it's going to be a multi-branded Hilton property. So they'll have 3 of the Hilton brands living within the Resorts World property, providing that added level of brands throughout the Strip. And with that, outside of new properties coming into the destination, we've had an abundance of hotel conversions. And when I say conversion, not just a hotel doing, a remodel or changing a few things, a full-on new hotel in the same building. So some of you may be familiar with what used to be the Hooters property, just off the Strip directly across from MGM Grand. This is now the Oyo Hotel and Casino. 657 rooms, 35,000 square foot casino, a couple of restaurants, 4 bars, and this just reopened this week. So what's great about this property is not only is it completely redesigned and completely redone, but it's less than a block away or a half kilometer away from the Strip, and it is an inexpensive option for your guests, and they still get to stay really close to Las Vegas Boulevard. One of my really exciting hotel projects that's coming online, Virgin. Sir Richard Branson is claiming his stake in Las Vegas. This is going to be taking place of what used to be the Hard Rock Hotel, just east of Las Vegas Boulevard there. And this is currently under construction. They were set to open up later this year. That timeline may be TBD and it's slightly changed, but in the future when you guys are coming out here, we will be set and ready for you. And you can kind of see here, they're going to take a little bit of a mid-century modern and that desert theme and kind of throw them together. And based off these renderings, I know that I'll be there for a happy hour or 2 for sure. Now, those 2 properties were true conversions. This one is a bit of a throwback. The Sahara Hotel. This was actually the Sahara Hotel. That was then the W Hotel, some of you may be familiar with. And then it transitioned back to the Sahara under a new owner. So this is Sahara 2019, if you will. This hotel is 3 towers, and it has the Blanca Tower, the Mara Tower, and the Alexandria Tower, all of which kind of create a unique experience for your guests and give them 3 unique opportunities and different experiences, all within the same hotel. And if you were there before, you kind of went into the casino and it was dark. They had kind of that industrial style casino floor. Well, it is nothing of the same now. It is truly a brand new hotel, a little bit more elaborate, shiny, new. It is a place to stay and enjoy, and a shining light on the north end of the Strip. Absolutely. And now the next hotel here has been an iconic part of the Las Vegas skyline for over 15 years. But they've also gone under a full remodel and a totally new rebrand, the Strat, formerly the Stratosphere. Some of you may have jumped off the side, ridden the big shot and gone up to the sky, or ridden the roller coaster when it was up there on the top. But this hotel not only is essentially brand new, fully remodeled, but provides an inexpensive option for your guests as well. And you can see through the images here, a beautiful hotel. And if you've been in the casino floor and to the Mile High restaurant up top, it's all been completely redone and is a great, great option for your guests. Now, enough about hotel rooms. I don't know if any of you guys are sports fans. I'm a little bit of an addict, but we have brought our shiny new gem, Allegiant Stadium. This here is going to have a capacity of 65,000 folks. And we are welcoming the Las Vegas Raiders of the National Football League here with their first home game this coming Monday night. This year, unfortunately, we will be fanless. But when you guys are coming and your guests are coming next year in the future, we're going to have concerts in here. There's even talks of rugby events going in here. We're going to have MLS football championships in here. So really a variety of entertainment options are going to be down in this stadium. But I drove down there over the weekend to take a picture for you guys so you could see what it really looked like. And those big bay doors here, she is ready to open and welcome all of your guests when they come here to Las Vegas the next time. We're excited to welcome Allegiant Stadium here to the Las Vegas skyline. One that's been with us for a while, T-Mobile Arena. This is in the Park MGM promenade in between New York, and Park MGM. A little bit more intimate, just 20,000 of your closest friends, and home of the Vegas Golden Knights. This arena has been utilized for UFC events. As I said, the Vegas Golden Knights, concerts, really an array of events, indoor and outdoor, and they air the hockey games on that large screen you see out there. So really just an awesome immersive experience. And if 20,000 is still too much, right across the way, we have Park Theater with just a small 5,000 folks in there. But inside of Park Theater, what we've seen throughout Las Vegas is some great residencies, such as Bruno Mars, Cher, Lady Gaga, and Aerosmith. So when your guests come here, they'll have an array of venues to pick from and an array of artists to pick from as well. And bouncing back down to Fremont, one that is held near and dear to my heart, downtown Viva Vision. I don't know when the last time you guys were down there, but this screen has not been updated for over 15 years. So pretty much we put in just about $32 million upgrade, which began May of 18. We finished the end of last year, and now it is up to 2020 quality. It is absolutely stunning and really just makes it so much more vibrant and a truly elevated experience in downtown. Now, the big reveal, I don't know if you guys have heard about this one. This is one of my personal favorites. This is the MSG Sphere, Madison Square Garden, in partnership with the Venetian Palazzo or Sands Corporation. And this venue is going to house 170,000 square foot spherical digital display. So you can see on the top right there, the complete exterior and the complete interior can be 3D mapped. So you have the definition of an immersive experience. And one of the coolest things about this venue is they're going to be using this beam-formed sound technology. So in the 18,000 seats, if I'm sitting in one seat, you're sitting to my right and you speak Chinese, and you sitting to my left and you speak French, all of us can be sitting in our chairs. We have a laser beam of audio coming to us in language, and we can all watch the same performance in language without interfering with the guest next to you. It is going to be truly a magnificent sight to see. I really want to see the top right one there, though. They say they can make it almost invisible so it reflects the images behind us, but we'll see. And maintaining art and unique experiences, we have Area 15, which actually opened up yesterday. This is just off strip across the interstate, I-15, just a few minutes from Las Vegas Boulevard. And this indoor and outdoor arts, dining, and entertainment venue hopes to become one of Vegas's top destinations. It really is just going to be a unique art and entertainment venue, providing a variety of sorts for your guests, whether they're art connoisseurs, they want to experience a skyline ride, they can go across the top and view all the art that they have on the ceiling. It really is going to be a truly immersive experience. They'll have axe throwing, 3 bars, all kinds of unique features inside there. So another unique venue for us here in Las Vegas. And speaking of unique, we recently became friends with Elon Musk. And we have partnered with him and the Boring Company, and this is going to be great. This is going to be the Vegas Loop. So the image you're seeing here, this is the Las Vegas Convention Center, North Central and South Hall. We have our new hall here, which will be completed in December, but we've finished 2 tunnels that run the 2-mile length of the convention center in this tunnel size you see here, and we will have 132 autonomous Teslas running back and forth, transporting guests from one side of the convention center to the other. On top of that, we've actually added 2 tunnels, one to go to Resorts World, one to go to Wynn and Encore, that are currently under construction. And then the goal is that this will be the new transportation of the Strip, running all the way down to Allegiant Stadium and then eventually down to McCarran Airport as well. So you can ride in a Tesla Model X, a Model 3, or a 16-passenger autonomous vehicle, all and get from the airport to the Las Vegas Convention Center in less than 8 minutes. So it'll be a really great addition for us here. Now, all that talk, let's talk about some food and some drinks. New dining. In Las Vegas, we are the entertainment and culinary mecca of the world, and Mayfair sets the bar at Bellagio. This venue is following kind of that speakeasy supper club style in the 50s and 60s. This is where Hyde previously used to be located in Bellagio, and it really brings together entertainment and a culinary experience unlike ever before. On top of some great restaurants, we have some amazing lounges that have come into the destination. Any Vanderpump fans? Vanderpump Cocktail Garden at Caesar's Palace opened last year, inspired by Vanderpump husband Ken Todd and designer Nick Elaine. Some amazing cocktails and right in the heart of Caesar's Palace. We have Electra at Palazzo, really infusing technology and a unique happy hour of sorts. And then one of the coolest lounges I've been in, this is Juniper at Park MGM, opened the end of last year. And what's great about talking about this venue, if you guys have not heard, Park MGM is reopening September, the end of this month, and they are going to be the destination's first smokeless-free casino and hotel in Las Vegas. Yes, no smoke allowed in Park MGM anymore. It's going to be truly awesome to have that in our repertoire, if you will, and we're excited to see what that looks like for MGM Resorts. And now, staying on Main Strip, you want to have a little bit of a unique experience. Speakeasies and hidden gems have been a huge success for us in the destination, and some of which you probably have even walked by and you didn't even know. This here is the barbershop at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. It previously used to be the Bond Bar, but as you walk as a guest to the casino floor, it's right on the casino floor, and you only see that top image there of the barbershop. It's 3 chairs. You actually can get services there, but if you get the password, you can go into this janitor door here, and then you walk through there. The secret entrance is opened, and you come into this beautiful room here. This is one of a few speakeasies at the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas. If whiskey is not your thing, they have Ghost Donkey as well. Block 16 is kind of their food hall, modernized food hall. And then in the back, there's a secret door there with this beautiful Ghost Donkey. You walk through that door and you're surprised with a 25-person tequila mezcal bar. One of a kind, truly unique. And if you guys like nachos, they have black truffle nachos there that are to die for. And if that's not your scene, you want to get a little off the Main Strip and go back downtown. At the Mob Museum, you get to go in, learn the history of Las Vegas, how the mafia came in and truly transitioned Las Vegas into the gaming destination it became. When you learn all of that history and your mind is absolutely blown, then you head downstairs, you get the secret password, and you go to the underground. And this is their speakeasy, literally underground under the Mob Museum. You can go in, have a unique cocktail, and learn a little bit more and reflect on how Las Vegas was created. I know we went over a lot today, but this here, if you guys have your cell phones handy, this QR code here is the link that will shoot you over to the document you see on the right there. Take a picture of that. You'll get it afterwards as well, but this is really just an opening document. Keeps you comprised of all of our properties, when they're open, if they're closed, any questions you may have about the destination, and there's some downloadable content as well that you guys can have and share share with your customers. With that note, I'm going to share a little video that kind of gives the essence of Las Vegas, and then we'll answer some questions. Thanks, guys.
What happens here is a symphony written for the bold and the daredevils.
It has a melody only the fearless can hear.
So, let's play it by ear.
Upbeat, offbeat, to your own rhythm.
To lift the mask of sameness and find the music within you.
To live life in a different key.
Here, you don't need permission from anyone except yourself.
What happens here?
Again, thank you so much, everyone. It is a pleasure, and I am beyond excited to do this in person next time in the future. But my email is there, zsmith@lvcba.com. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll pass it back over to you, Wayne.
Thanks, Zach. Thank you so much for that amazing presentation. There's so much going on in your amazing city. For myself, I cannot wait to experience that MSG Sphere. That looks incredible.
They told me about the laser beam audio, and my mind was literally blown. I said, I cannot wait to see it when it's open. So it's gonna be really cool.
Awesome. Well, team, if you've got any questions, now is a really good time to post those questions if you've got any. So we've got a question here from Nicola. Thanks for your question, Nicola. She's just asked, how far is Circa from the Strip?
So Circa is in downtown Las Vegas, and that's kind of where the original Strip was back in the 50s and 60s when the Mafia was here. So if you look at what would be what we call the center, being Bellagio, Cosmopolitan, kind of that area, to go from there to Circa, it's only about a 10-minute drive down Las Vegas Boulevard.
Great. I hope that answers it for you, Nicola. Thanks for your question. Thanks, Zach. We've got another question here from Natasha. Where on the Strip is the new Allegiant Stadium?
Allegiant is going to be right across from Mandalay Bay and Delano, just on the other side of the freeway. And a fun fact about that, so Allegiant Stadium will have 8 home games for the Vegas Raiders. And on those Sunday game days, they're going to shut down the Tropicana overpass. So guests will be able to walk directly over the freeway to the stadium uninterrupted by traffic.
Great. Thanks, Zach. And thanks, Natasha. We've got a question here from Paul. Where is Ghost Donkey?
So Ghost Donkey is on level 2 in the Cosmopolitan of Las Vegas in what is called Block 16. Block 16 is their modernized food hall. So there's 5 different venues there. Really kind of their inexpensive dine and dash outlet, if you will. And in the very back, it looks like what would be an exit door. And you'll see that special Ghost Donkey on that door, and you can walk through there, and that's where you find that hidden gem, the Ghost Donkey Tequila Bar.
Right. Thanks, Paul, and thanks, Zach. I've got a few more questions here. Oh no, they're all thank yous to you, Zach, from Kay, Bailey, and Natasha.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
It's all right. If you've got any more questions that you think of post the webinar, please email either myself or Zach. We'll be more than happy to answer them for you. So now is we've got to just cover off our next webinars. If you earmark those in your diaries. So 2 weeks from today, we'll have Colorado Tourism joining us. And then 2 weeks after that, we'll have NYC and Company joining us for updates and